Happy Friday, everyone. Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Friday. Yeah, I see your young slang there.
You see that?
Yes, I did.
How's everybody doing? How are you doing?
Great. It's been definitely a long week.
Yes.
Monday we talked about different market updates about what's happening with interest rates, how that's affecting purchase prices. And then we just talked about strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And so for today, we're talking about a Friday forecast going into the weekend, especially since inventory has risen 400 homes have hit the market since the first week of May. So
that's good.
Yeah, very good. So right now, what we're seeing for all of our viewers out there who are still continuing to follow us, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Please let us know in the comment of what you would like to see, so that way we can also feature that in our next videos.
Yes, and guys, well, going into a weekend, we always like to talk about people that are going to go to open houses, and how we think and we believe you should first look at what you qualify for before you go window shopping, because it sets you up for not having a disappointment. And it's really hard if you go out there and you're like looking at homes, you haven't really gotten pre-approved. You're just kind of like, let's go see, I think we can afford this home. And then you come and meet with a mortgage consultant and you're not near that amount that you need to be at. So we tell people, don't window shop. Come and talk to a professional first. Get your numbers right. Let's make sure you're dialed in, you're comfortable with the payment, not the interest rate, the payment.
Right.
Then when you're ready, you go out and shop. And we have examples that we can give you on top of examples of clients of ours that have come in and we go out on a weekend, they make an offer gets accepted, we open escrow, and we're closing probably 3 to 4 weeks later, and it was a 45-day process or less from the moment we met them. So it's important to have all these numbers set up properly so that your expectations are set.
Exactly.
Well, why don't you tell us what's going on with this open house weekend, what we should expect, and we'll go from there.
So first and foremost, last Friday, we had 11,000 open houses.
Oh, wow.
This week, we have 6,000. So a decrease of 5,000 homes are featuring this weekend for open houses. And what that means is that summer is right around the corner and a lot of families are booking their vacations. So that's why we're seeing a downhill of open houses, because most agents right now are new families with growing families and book their trip to Cancun or Cabo or whatever the case may be. This is the reason why we see climaxes in the summer, because school's out. That is the biggest reason, especially with growing families who are looking to upscale their home from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom. You'll see that spike in inventory. So as I mentioned, 400 new homes just hit the market this week in the San Diego County area. And we're also seeing a decrease in open houses. It's because here in this area, we're very family oriented. So that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about, is what to prepare for when you are browsing for homes, for open houses. Like we always do, we always encourage people to get a pre-approval letter before shopping and browsing homes. The reason why is because we don't want you to experience a heartbreak. In our experience, I can't tell you, you can't tell everyone how many times we've seen that people go window shop and then they come to us and then they say, oh, can I afford this home? And lo and behold, they're like, well, I don't want to pay more than X amount of dollars. Well, then I'm sorry, Mr. Buyer and Mrs. Buyer, then, it's hard to break it down to people, without having to hurt their feelings by saying, you kind of went through this process a little backwards, right?
Yep.
Because now we're at the negotiation table and we're like, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, based off of the competition and multiple offers we've experienced, this is the counter offer. And all of a sudden, you know, buyers just walk away from that. They feel a distaste in their mouth with the whole experience. And now we as real estate professionals are like, well, wait a second. You know, I thought we came to you because we were expecting to get a home and get our offer accepted, and then having to experience a disappointment. So
this process is very emotional. Buying a home could be the happiest time of your life, or it can be a dreadful time if you don't do it the right way or you don't do it with the right professionals, because it's a lot of stress, possibly anxiety. It's the biggest purchase you're going to make. And so we, of course, when it comes to numbers, try to not take the emotion out of that part. And we understand the emotional part of buying a home. And we're excited for our clients. In fact, a lot of our clients don't even know how much stress we take on, right? They have no idea. And that's how we like it. We want you not to feel any of the stress, anxiety. I mean, working with Angelica for the time I've worked with her, you know, her with she knows how much we both take on sometimes, and it stops here. We're like the wall. We want to make sure that the emotional part of the experience of buying a home stays like a fairy tale to you, right? Mm-hmm. So we deal with a lot on the back end to make sure our clients have a smooth transaction on their end.
Yes, and I really want to emphasize this because for all of our viewers, especially for our new subscribers who are tuning in, this is the reason why it's very important to sit down with real estate professionals like ourselves to really take a look at what you're qualified for. Because what we don't want for you to experience is to locate a property that you fall in love with and then go out, see the home and say, yes, I'm ready to get pre-qualified. Then come in, sit down with us and find out that the monthly payment is not exactly what you were thinking of. Now, being in this industry, we see that happen all the time.
Unfortunately, we do.
Yes. And unfortunately, you know, we can't save the world, right? But what we can do is educate our viewers, especially if you are in your 20s or your 30s or even your 40s and 50s, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, to always take a look at what you can actually pre-qualify for, because we promise you, actually, we guarantee you, and there's typically not any guarantees when doing business. But if you're looking for a smooth, reliable transaction that's going to be simple and easy for you to grasp, get pre-qualified first before you go out window shopping or even browsing open houses this weekend, because I promise you, you're going to save yourself heartache, headache, and pain.
Yeah, and I would say for anybody that maybe is thinking, I want to buy a home, but it's not anytime soon. Like they're like, I want to buy a home, but I'm not ready, maybe in 2 years, 3 years. It's okay, call us. Even 2 years, 1 year from now, getting now information directly from a source like us is going to help you set up that time frame. So we're not like, come in now, we're going to get you a pre-approved and let's go buy a home. We understand that not everybody's going to be at that point today. But you do need to talk to a professional that could set a plan for you so that you can be ready to buy whenever it is you're going to buy. Maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year. So we're not here for like the immediate satisfaction. We're here to assist anyone that's interested in looking to buy in the future too. Come in and see us. We'll talk to you. We'll look at your financials. We'll look at a plan. And if it's a year or 2 years, we don't care. We want to build that relationship because it's not about always buying today. So don't be afraid that if you call us, it's like, oh, they're going to like try to make me buy. No, we don't make anybody buy. We actually just are here to build relationships, educate you, give you the information you need, and help you if your goal is to buy in the future, we could give you direction of what you need to do to buy.
Yes. And I'll also say this, we're very strategic. So when we do sit down with you, and because we're focused on the long-term relationship, because again, we're thinking decades, we're thinking 10 years, 20 years, 30 years over time. Now, having to sit down with us and, maybe thinking that, well, I don't want to get my credit pulled. This is a hard inquiry. I don't know if this is something that, I'm working on my credit scores right now, and this is probably just going to hurt me. Well, if you're looking at not buying right away within that 90-day time frame, it's still a good idea to get your credit pull. And the reason why is because once we take a look at your financial anatomy, we can literally depict out where in your credit report we can fix, because over time, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they renew their cycles. They update your credit score every 45 days. Now, with that being said, a pre-approval letter is good for 90 days.
Correct.
So after 45 days, you have 2 chances of improving your credit score after getting a hard inquiry by pre-qualifying for a home. So that way you know exactly where you stand today, and then how we can strategically position you for the next 90 days, 6 months, or even a year.
And I've had people that the mentality is, I'm going to have my credit pull when I'm ready to buy. And we pull it and we find that there's things on their credit that won't allow them to buy for maybe 6 months to a year. And if they would have done that sooner, they would have been able to fix their credit so that when they were ready to buy, they wouldn't have those issues. So having your credit pull, or you pulling it yourself, so it's not a hard inquiry with all the items on there, because you can go directly to Equifax, TransUnion, Experience, pull your credit. We can also do a soft check, which would at least give us what's on your credit report, but it won't give us your score. But if we can see what's on your credit report, maybe there's a collection account that doesn't belong to you, or an account that was reported late and you never paid it late. And those take time to fix, right? They take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So having your credit pull, analyzing it, making sure that it's clean, it's something you should be doing probably once a year, to be honest with you, because there is so much fraud out there right now. You probably get notifications every day about somebody, your name is in the black, whatever they call that, the black hole, the black, yes, that, what is it? The dark web. Thank you. It's not black, it's dark. But it's so scary because, for example, guys, I get texts like that my Capital One or one of my other accounts, that the code. So somebody is actually trying to access my code, my login, and I get that code that comes to my phone that you need to log in, and I'm like, what can you do, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you have these extra second verification features.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if you don't check your credit, you're going to find something on there. A lot of you, probably 50% of the people, have something on there that doesn't belong to them.
Well, it's like going to the doctor, right? I mean, who here has gone to the doctor, right? So,
First time.
I mean, over time, if you're sick and they're trying to prescribe you the specific medicine to combat the disease that you're currently facing, they've got to diagnose you. They've got to figure out, they've got to do a lab test. They got to, take your blood, take your temperature, take your blood pressure, take, all of these different things. Pulling your credit or having a soft check on your credit is like taking your temperature. It's like taking your blood pressure, finding out what your financial pulse is in the market. Because without having that knowledge, we're doing you a disservice by just providing you a pre-approval letter without your tax statements, without your financials and everything. We can't do business that way. I mean, first and foremost, if Ruben or, a mortgage broker is issuing you a pre-approval letter without having to give you, without the right verification of documents and everything, And let's just say you get the home and next thing you know, you can't make your payments because you're actually not qualified for the property.
Yes.
You know?
That's not good.
Exactly. So we are going to be here to help walk you through this process through a legitimate process. And it takes time and it takes patience. And we understand being in this industry for 30 plus years together combined with our experience, I think it's really important to know that we're here for your best interest.
Yeah, guys, the credit report and your credit score is the biggest factor for pricing your interest rate. Okay, so if we can get on top of that and fix your credit score and boost it up, when you're ready to buy, you're going to get a better interest rate, which means a lower payment, which also means you're going to be able to afford more possibly if your payment goes down, and so you can get a better home. So this credit score, your credit report is super important, and getting in front of that can make a huge difference on what you end up buying.
Yes, exactly. Well, we thank you all for watching today's video, and we hope you enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, guys. Happy Friday.